guide to saving, making, and managing your family's money. So we're going to talk today about saving money on a day-to-day basis. So even on a daily basis, you can find ways to tuck away and save money for a rainy day. And this is important, not the rainy day, but because we know that by saving money, even small amounts, they add up over time. And this is going to help you start to build an emergency savings account, build a solid foundation for your goals, or to do something like pay off debt, which in turn will allow you to save more money for rainy days. So we're going to start with some simple strategies to help get you into the habit of saving money. So first of all, you want to create a separate spot for savings. And remember, don't be discouraged. Small deposits really do add up quickly. So you're going to find bargains, and you're going to use cost-efficient solutions to create extra cash to put into your savings account. So first thing we recommend that you do is you set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to a savings account. Now you want a savings account that bears interest, that you can't write a check on, it's a savings account, and that you don't have access to with your ATM card. And also make sure that you don't have it set up to be overdraft protection for a debit card, because guess what's going to happen? You're going to get into some situation, your debit card's going to get overdrawn, and you're going to take away from your savings account, and you're going to have to start all over again. You could also use a soft drawer safe. It's not as safe, but the basic principle is you want to keep it out of sight, out of mind. But the nice thing is if it is in some sort of a savings account and you can see it, you can watch it grow too, which gives you a tremendous sense of accomplishment. So you want to use an interest-bearing savings account because these small deposits are going to add up quickly. Perhaps you've heard about the compound interest, something that's talked about in your course, but compound interest is when time and interest, which is the amount you receive from the bank for the privilege of letting them borrow your money. So say you have a savings account that pays 4% per year and you had $100. At the end of the year, you would have $104. The best thing is the next year, if you're still at 4%, it would not be 4% of $100, it would be 4% of $104, which is going to add up. So instead of just receiving $4 in interest, you're going to receive, $4.15 or $5. But then that's $5 added on to that, 104, so it's 109. So that's the value of compound interest in time. It really does add up. It's like a snowball accruing interest. Okay, so next, how are you going to find the money to fund this account? You're going to use sales, coupons, preferred customer discounts. You're going to buy used. You're going to find online sales. You're going to research where you can find things cheaper. You're also going to sign up for your store's email list. This way you often get great discounts. The only thing I want to say is, much like, when you let your little kids watch TV channel with commercials versus TV channels without commercials, what happens? They're like, I want that. If they're watching one with commercials, they're watching something without commercials, they're not exposed to all those things. They don't know about it. They don't ask for it. So you might want to use a little bit of this methodology or mentality even when you're an adult. If you don't know about all the cool things out there that people are selling, guess what? You're not going to be as tempted to want them or to buy them. Okay, so then you want to do other things that you can that will make finding money easier. So you want to find more efficient solutions. You're going to pack a lunch instead of buying one. If you like to have soda at work and you're always buying one from the vending machine, it costs $1 or more, guess what? Buy a 6-pack. Maybe find a place to store it where you can keep it cool. Maybe you have a refrigerator that can get ice. You're going to, instead of spending $1 a pop at the vending machine, you're going to use that 24-can pack of soda, and you're going to take that savings and you're going to put it immediately into your savings account. So if those 24 sodas would have cost you $24 and you buy for $5 at the grocery store, $19 immediately into your account, that savings account. That wasn't money. That was money you were already spending. Money you taken out of your budget. So you can analyze your daily routine to discover how you could do some of your normal activities in a better, more cost-efficient way. And this is my number one tip. I think for families, especially when you're busy, use eating out or ordering in as kind of a crutch. You probably think it's an inexpensive way to, say thank you and give yourself a little pat on the back. Well, guess what? That really adds up. Feeding a family of 4, it can cost, $60. Even at an inexpensive restaurant, $40. Or that would have cost you probably $10 or less to make it at home. So really stop and think and get out of the habit of eating out. You want to eat at home. This is going to be a tremendous way. Every time you don't eat out, just mentally take even half of what you would have spent and put it into your savings account. Okay, so these are some questions you can ask yourself. How much money do you have left over after a pay period? This could be used for your savings. Obviously, you want to be paying off debt. You want to be saving for retirement. And also what some people do is instead of waiting until after the pay period, they pay themselves first. So they say, I'm going to start with 1% of my take-home salary. I'm going to put it in a savings account that I can't touch. They start with 1% because they feel like they don't even have any extra money. Start with 1%. Once you get used to 1% and you find ways to trim your expenses, to save money, 2%, 3%. Every time they get a raise, they up it so that this money is going to the savings account and building. Make sure you have a place where you can stash the extra cash, and then you take a look at your overall spending, where again, using a spending diary, tracking spending, saving receipts, noticing your patterns will really help. So some of the things you can do right away is decide on where you're going to stash this money. Research interest-bearing savings account. Your bank may have a great one. Sometimes internet-only banks have really good ones. Start saving money by bringing lunch from home or buying your favorite snacks in the store instead of using the vending machine. So for 1 week, resolve to bring lunch 4 times instead of buying lunch 5 times. So we're going to give you 1 day to go out to lunch. Figure you would have spent, $5 buying your lunch. It's $20. Immediately put $20 in your savings account just to say, hey, I saved lunch, I did it. I brought lunch, I saved my money. You can also have the bank automatically withdraw money to your savings account as soon as you get your paycheck. So these are some great tips for helping you start to save money and building that savings account.